This is the kind of stove that I usually take, and it's a little foldable gas stove that attaches to one of these resealable cartridges here, and it's very convenient because it just screws on, so you can unscrew the stove from the canister and store them both separately in your pack. It's easy to operate, clean burning, and one of these canisters typically holds enough gas for up to 3 to 5 days for doing basic things like boiling coffee, making noodles, heating soup, and things like that. So these canisters are really good, but because of the price, they're about $10 for each one. They're marked non-refillable, but you can actually refill them with this little device here. It's just a simple little adapter. You can buy this little adapter online, and what it means is you can refill this canister with this butane hot pot canister, and these you can get them from as little as $1, so $1 to $2 for these, $10 for this. So to refill it, I just put in the little adapter in the top there, put it on a flat surface. Do this outside. Take your butane hot pot canister, place it on top, and push it down. I'm so excited! This package has just arrived, and it's my new t-shirts! Hot off the press. The all-new hobocyclist pusher design. Whoa! Now available in black. Won't show up those stains. I'm also excited to introduce my campfire design t-shirt. Wow! So if you need a fresh, clean t-shirt for your next adventure, you know what to do. Visit the links below. Ooh, that's nice. I think I'll save this one for good. And now, back to the video. And you can hear the gas starting to move from there into that canister there. Now you do want to be careful not to overfill these. So you can tell that that's 230 grams, and this one here is 220 grams. So 230 grams, 220 grams. So if this is empty, you won't overfill it with that one. So that's it, guys. That's the adapter. Now I've decided I won't be taking the gas stove on this trip. Instead, I'm going to create a hobo stove out of a bean can and this condensed milk can. So the reason is the bean can will sit on the bottom, and this can, the condensed milk can, fits on top perfectly. This will be the stove, the base for the stove, and this will be my cooking pot. You can see there's a plastic coating on the inside of the bean can, so we don't want to cook in that. We're not going to use that for the cooking pot. But this one does not have the plastic coating, so we'll use that to cook in. That's going to be the cooking pot, and this is going to be our stove. So my plan is cut a hole there for a door to add wood, put some air holes around the top, and then with our cooking pot I might put a bit of wire on the top there, just so I can lift it off, on and off our stove. So here's what I've come up with, guys. Got a little pot on the top there. Put a bit of wire so I can boil water in there and tip it out. And then this is the stove. That's where we put the fire in there. Feed the fuel in through the door. It's got air holes in the base to help it burn. A little chimney in the back, and then these air holes around the top so that we can put the top on. Alright, let's see how it performs. I've got a handful of twigs here and some paper to get it started. And what we'll do is start up the stove, get the fire going really good and strong, and then I'll put the water on top and we'll time to see how long it takes to boil 250 mils of water. So at first it got off to a spectacular start, but now it's just started to burn out. I think because the wood I'm using is perhaps a bit wet. The wood I'm using is too wet. Hopefully it doesn't hold things up. There we go. I'm already seeing a problem with this stove, is that it's really just too small to be able to get a good enough heat source for cooking. It's a good little stove for burning twigs, but as far as heating any water, we'll see. Oh yeah, that's starting to warm up quite a bit. It's only been burning a few minutes. Maybe this will work. This is the size wood that I want to burn in it, you can see. But I'd say the wood that really burns well is about that big. Alright, that's really starting to heat up now. It's been about 10 minutes and the water is just starting to boil away there. Just starting to simmer. Well, it does work about 10 minutes to boil up that water, so you can make coffee, heat soup, maybe make some noodles, and all it takes to fire it up is a couple of handfuls of twigs. I would say it's not as good as the gas stove for a number of reasons. It's definitely not as efficient. It really depends on finding some dry fuel and having somewhere stable to sit the stove, because it's really top heavy. It's also dirty, and yeah, for one reason or another it just might be inconvenient to light a fire and run the little hobo stove. But on the plus side, it's cheap, it's easy to build, it certainly works, and we can boil up our water for coffee. There you go. That's how I made my hobo stove. If you liked the video, go ahead and subscribe for more. Make sure to watch this other video over here if you're interested in outdoors adventure, cycle camping, cycle touring, folding bike touring. Thanks for watching.